45 with a suppressor on it. Part of what I want to do is kind of show you, I was telling you with them 22s how dirty that blowback is and stuff when you got a suppressor, because it holds some of the pressure in here, so when it comes out it's not quite as loud, so then you get a little bit more blowback into the gun. It makes it smoky and dirty. As you can see, it gets kind of a little extra dirty. This is just on the magazine, so you can imagine what the parts inside the gun are. You can't really see it in here very well, but like if I just stick my finger in there, you can see how dirty it gets. Clean now, but they need cleaned more often when you do have a suppressor on them because of that reason. There's a 45 with a suppressor. It's pretty quiet. As you can see, after shooting that, it's even more dirty. The magazine is, so this is going to be just as dirty. When you get done, you got to remember this is kind of an extension of the barrel almost, so it's going to be hot. It's going to catch all them gases in there as the bullet's coming out. So most of the time, you're not going to want to grab this. This is only 10 rounds with a 45. You get a bigger caliber, it's going to be a lot hotter. You go through more rounds, it'll be a lot hotter, so you're not going to want to touch that. Not going to want to be touching this like that when you're done. So, empty mag. This is my buddy Grant. He's come out to help out today. He's brought a number of different guns. We've gotten to shoot a few already. We'll probably be shooting more as we go. Starting out, we got a couple 22s here. What I've got here is a Ruger 2245 Light, and I have a suppressor on here. It's Lane LLC Scorpion. It is a rimfire suppressor made for 22s, 17 HMR. Anyway, I'll let Grant show you his gun here, what he's got. We're going to shoot to see how these suppressors are, and he can tell you a little bit about that one quick.
So this is a Beretta Model 21A. It's a 22 long rifle. It's got a flip-up barrel, so you can load one in there and load the mag. Attached is a Q erector. It's titanium, and you can make the baffles longer or shorter, so you can make a shorter can. It makes for a super light package and real quiet.
How long can you make your
This is the longest configuration, I think, that you can make it. Then you can make it as short as down to like 3 baffles.
I seen online another video they bought a couple of them.
Yeah.
Can you do that with this, or do you have to have separate tax stamps when you add another one to it? Or?
I'm not sure. I think what's considered the engraved part for the suppressor with the serial number is this blue piece, I believe, which is considered the suppressor. I don't know what the laws are on suppressor materials.
So when you do this, you got to make sure you got that blue one on there when you're carrying it.
Right. It won't work without it. You have to have that blue one on there. So
it's good to know. But I don't have one that comes in different pieces and stuff.
Oh, they're nice. Super light.
All right. Well, you want to show them how to put a round in there?
Alrighty. So the breech opens, pull the lever, you'll throw that round in there, lock it, and then you put the mag in there. The mag releases in the bottom of the butt.
We're going to shoot that once, and then we'll shoot this one. We'll kind of compare to see how they sound.
So this is a double and a single action. So the first shot will be in double.
Okay, I already got a mag in mine, or with some rounds in it. Shove it in the back and load it just like you would any other semi-auto. They're both pretty quiet. Yours might be just a little bit quieter.
Now I think that might have to do with the short barrel because it's not getting to that supersonic speeds. So I think the round's going a little low.
How big's your ejection port on yours?
Not very big.
Well, it comes right off the top there. Okay.
So pretty short barrel. Very handy. Very quiet.
So does that shoot pretty smooth? Do you get any jam problems with that?
I haven't. Haven't cleaned it too much, but It runs pretty good, dirty and clean.
Which is one problem when you put suppressors on the semi-auto. You get a lot of extra gas blowback. So then not only do you get more smoke and stuff blowing back in here and making it dirty faster, it gets your magazines a little dirtier as well. I'll show you. I got another gun here we'll do here in a few minutes, a suppressor on it, and I'll show you the magazine on it after it's been shot with a few rounds of suppressor on it.
You just want to finish these off?
Go ahead and finish it off.
And then that's it.
All right. You want to go ahead and try this one too?
Oh yeah.
Let you
Should have saved you some rounds. Very smooth.
Trade you. All right. So what do you think after shooting that one there?
Oh, super smooth. That one's a little bigger.
Yeah.
A little more comfortable in the hand.
I was kind of impressed how light that one there is.
Oh yeah, all titanium. Is that titanium? The suppressor?
This suppressor's titanium. This is actually an aluminum barrel with a steel insert inside of it, which makes it a little bit lighter instead of having a full heavy steel barrel. But yeah, this one's pretty light. That one I was pretty impressed with how light that was.
Yeah, this one doesn't have an outside sleeve like that one would, so the baffles go into that. Where these are the baffles itself that screw together, making it a little bit lighter on the front end. Go ahead and fire that bad boy.
All right, so he says you drop one right in here and close it. Kind of got a little spring to it. You have to
yeah, when you got that,
swing it a little bit when you do it, huh?
yeah.
And you got the safety on the back here. My hands are kind of big, but you know, for as small as a gun this is, it doesn't feel too bad in my hands.
Yeah.
A lot of times my finger don't get clear to the end. That's good.
So to carry on with the 45 suppressors, this is an SBR Chris Vector. It's one of the second gens. It's not the first generation of it. It does have the full lead stock. And then on the front here we've got a Sanserco Omega 45K. So the baffles are all welded, so it's one piece, it's not a sleeve, and you can't, take it apart for cleaning like some 45 or other pistol cans.
The lane suppressors that I got, you can take those apart as well.
And those have their advantages for maintenance and stuff. I like the sealed cans because it's less work to clean up,
Can you clean them though if they sealed them?
Not really. I'm sure there's something you can put in them maybe to help.
Even if you soak them in something, you can't get them cleaned up very well.
You might. I don't think it builds up as much as like a 22 caliber suppressor, where it would be all that lead buildup on the baffles. But the cool thing with the Chris Vector is it's got the recoil system recoils down into the lower, so it's got a weird recoil impulse. But very manageable, very compact, even without the suppressor. Very nice gun to shoot. I do have a hollow sun on the top here. You want to give it a few rounds?
You can go ahead and shoot it.
I'll shoot a couple and I'll give you.
All right, sounds good.
Josh, you want to give it a couple?
Heck yeah, I'd love to.
Rounds? That first round's always louder.
This here has a lot of weight to it.
It is pretty heavy. I think it's that recoil system, and we can always tear it down and I'll show you that workings of it.
That is a little bit louder than the handgun that I got over there.
Yeah, I think the suppressor's a little bit shorter than yours.
Do you think it's model? Do you think it's a suppressor, or do you think there's sound coming out of the ejection port there?
Probably a little mixture of both.
And maybe theirs with mine too, and you're just holding it out further.
Yeah, it's not bad though. It's way
nope,
better.
It's manageable.
With the suppressor. And some of the functions, the mag release is right here on the side. It's a small button, and then to lock it back, you'll pull this lever back, and then lock it, and that round should fall out right here. It's clear.
Clear.
And that's kind of the main operations of the Chris Vector. Safety's up here. If it was a full auto, it would have a full auto selector switch. Unfortunately, we can't get those. But
Pretty
folds
nice
up, nice compact.
He pulled it up. Well, this being a 45, you have to get an SPR for it since it's shorter. Like that.
Yep, so this is a registered short barrel rifle. So the cool thing about these SBR, the firearm that's classified is actually the lower. So you can swap out the lowers for a 9mm. I think they also make them in 40 caliber and 10mm. And then this upper you can swap on, but if you had a pistol lower, that would have to be registered with SBR. It's not the upper. So if you wanted to swap it out with a stock, you would have to SBR the separate lowers if you got a different caliber conversion for it.
Okay.
But 45 is, I think, the way to go. It's what was intended when they designed it. But
Well, your sights are sitting up here quite pretty high off of your barrel there.
yeah,
And I was shooting that reaction target over there,
yeah.
and it seemed like it was still fairly accurate. What do you got that sighted in at?
I've got it sighted zeroed at I think 20 yards or 10
20
yards.
yards? Okay.
Height over bore is pretty high.
Yep.
So it's something to keep in mind when you're shooting up close. If you got to take a
So
shot.
I've shot like the FN's P90 before, and then we put a reflex sight on the top of it, and it's up pretty high too. And we sighted in at, I think we sighted it in like at 20 yards or something like that. And then at 50,
Yeah.
I think it was about this far off of 50. Because then your bullet and your sight plane.
And that's a pretty fast round.
Yep. So
These will drop pretty good.
anyway, at this range, it seemed like it's pretty accurate and consistent. So I like it.
Oh yeah, I've shot it in a couple competitions, PCC competitions, so
Yeah.
it does pretty well for me.
Explain everything. We're going to be shooting a dueling tree. Basically, we got a guy shooting at all the paddles on one side, the other guy shooting at the paddles on the other side, and you're trying to flip them all to the other person's side before he flips them all to your side. Somebody want to call it?
Call what? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Well, it's a little competition, so you tell us when to go. Just holler, get ready, get set, go, or
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go, or something.
Yep, I'll do it.
All right.
Ready. Go.
Yep. Yep.
I was struggling on that.
Here, I'll reset him.
Oh yeah. Why don't we?
Ready, go again?
Yep.
Okay, ready? Go.
What happened that first time?
I don't know. Are these lighter rounds?
I'm going to load back up. We have a tiebreaker.
Go.
Wow.
me twice in the same game here.
Pretty sure you had blanks in yours, Josh. He was obviously cheating.
Okay.
Lynn, Byron, we're going to replace our pistols with submachine guns. I'm going to show you on this dueling tree how more effective it is than a stupid Glock. All right.
Ready. Go!
You out?
You can still beat him. Keep going.
Great, you shouldn't have given me this magazine.
Oh, I'm going to come back.
That last one's kicking my ass. Oh,
No more mags.
no more mess.
So this is an MK760. It's a clone of the Smith & Wesson Model 76, which is another clone of the Swedish K. This one's in full auto. It's a transferable machine gun, 36 round mags. Here we go.
Let it rip. Still got rounds left.
Oh, do I?
You have to take it out of the lock position.
This is freaking sweet.
Just bring it forward. Yep, there you go. It's an open bolt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So when you pull it, it'll slam fire, essentially.
Good to go.
And then lock it open.
That is freaking sweet. Appreciate you bringing this over, Grant, for us to check out.